I am going to read the book Frog Finds a Friend. It was a fine autumn day. Frog was wandering through the woods, looking at the colors of the leaves on the trees. Golden yellow, orange and brown. The world is truly beautiful, he thought. All at once, amidst the wonderful colors, he caught sight of something else wonderful laying in the grass. He went up closer and saw that it was a little brown bear wearing a red sweater. It had beady black eyes and there was a teardrop on his cheek. Tenderly, Frog picked it up. "Oh, how lovely he is," he thought. "I shall take him back to my house and he can live with me." Hugging him close to his chest, Frog carried his new little friend homewards. They met Pig on the way. "What have you got there?" asked Pig. "It's my new friend," said Frog. "I found him in the woods." "But what will you do with him?" said Pig. "He's going to live with me because he is all alone," said Frog. "Let me see him," said Hare, who had overheard. "Why, it's just a teddy bear," he exclaimed. "A toy. It can't even talk." "I'm going to teach him," said Frog. And hand in hand, Frog and the little bear walked to Frog's house. The little bear could walk very well. For the first few days, the little bear said nothing, but he ate a lot. He had a very good appetite. Before going to sleep, Frog told the little bear fairy tales and taught him words such as apple, rose and moon. During the day, they played lots of football and many other interesting games. And in the evenings, they painted beautiful pictures. They had a lovely time together, and so, little by little, Little Bear began to talk. One day, Frog asked him, "Where exactly do you come from, Little Bear?" "Over there," said Little Bear, pointing with his paw. Hare overheard them talking. He was amazed. "Can he really talk?" he asked. "Of course," said Frog proudly. "I taught him." Everyone came running to hear this incredible thing. "Can you really talk, Little Bear?" they all asked together. "Say something." For a moment all was quiet, and then, "Good morning. What a lovely weather we're having," said Little Bear, and that they all burst out laughing. From that day on, all the animals spoiled Little Bear. Duck let him ride around on her back. Pig baked him special bear cookies from her very own bear cookie recipe. And even Rat was happy to take him fishing with him. They all adored Little Bear, and Little Bear loved every minute. But the day came, quite unexpectedly, when Little Bear just sat on a rock staring into the distance. He didn't want to play anymore, and he wouldn't speak anymore. And at dinner time, he didn't want to eat anything. "Little Bear," asked Frog, "what's wrong? Don't you feel well? Are you sick?" "No," replied Little Bear quietly. "I don't know what it is." But the next morning, Little Bear was up very early. "Where are you going?" asked Frog anxiously. "I'm going back," said Little Bear. "Back to where I came from. Back to where I belong." The other animals ran up to see what was happening. "Are you going away?" they asked, shocked. "Where to? Do you know the way?" I will find it," said Little Bear. There was no doubt about it. He really was leaving. Sadly, they filled the little rucksack with food and drink to last him the journey. Then Little Bear started out, back to where he had come from. Frog was heartbroken. That night and the nights that followed, he lay in bed, tossing and turning with grief. "Oh, Little Bear, I miss you so!" He wept and he cried himself to sleep. Then one morning, very early, something warm and soft climbed into bed next to him. Frog opened his eyes. "Little bear," he whispered, "have you come back? Can it really be you?" "Yes," said Little Bear. "You are my dearest friend, and I belong here with you. I know that now, and I never want to go away again." And with that, Frog and Little Bear went happily to sleep.